that one, I think, boils down to a couple of things. One is, especially from a finance division standpoint, I am a big proponent of process and standardization. What's key for us to help support the organization is we can't be the roadblock to people understanding their financials or understanding financial viability.
Right.
And I mean that to say, if we're producing different kinds of reports or reports that don't tie to each other or reports that when one part of the organization looks at it, it doesn't blend itself or meld with another part of the organization, it doesn't help facilitate a true understanding. So,
Right.
I always tell my team that the thing that we have to do, the most importantly, is be able to tell the story of what the numbers mean. They're not just numbers. They may be numbers to us, but to everyone else, they're a story. And so we have to be able to facilitate telling that story. We can't just throw numbers in front of people because they don't mean anything to anyone else except for us. And so we have to make sure when we're telling this story that the numbers actually mean something across all parts of the company. So if we're talking to ambulatory, we have to be able to tell the story about how ambulatory affects inpatient. If we're telling the story about inpatient, we have to be able to tell the story about when patients leave the hospital, how that translates to more inpatient or outpatient care. And so that is a big issue that I think we have to deal with: standardization across all of our reporting aspects, and then process control around how we deal with financial information, how we deal with reporting information, because whenever there's a breakdown in how we individually as a finance team process control around all of this information, that's when people lose trust in the information that we're providing. And when people lose trust in the financial information, that's when things start to break down.
It's no good. Yeah.
From an organizational standpoint, and people start accessing or trying to find their own information, and then things start to really fall off the rails in terms of financial acumen, financial viability, because nobody really understands what's going on. So I think those are the things that I push pretty hard from a finance division standpoint to make sure that the organization is able to really understand at any point in time what's going on, what metrics to really pay attention to, and how we're doing and where we're going.